Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing what you need to be doing in order to free yourself, to create more freedom in your life. We're going to be getting some Lilith energy today as well. So please subscribe, like and comment. Check the description if you'd like to book anything. Timestamps are in the description and in the comments. We're going to jump straight in, you know the vibes. We are going to be doing oracle cards again. They are the thumbnail, but I'm going to show you them as well. So these are the 3 tarot cards that we're doing today, okay? So for pile 1, you are the Chariot. For pile 2, the 2 of Cups. And then for pile 3, you are, I don't even know, the Queen of Swords. So use your intuition to pick whichever card is calling to you. Check the timestamps again down below. Let's go ahead and get started. Pile 1, you are the Chariot. Let's go ahead and get into your messages. So I also pre-shuffled 1 oracle card. We're going to get more. But you guys also have chemistry here as well. So honestly, what I feel, right, with the Chariot, there is a lot of obstacles right now that you are really letting go of. Part 1. You're in a time in your life where it's like the Wheel of Fortune. You're actively turning the wheel into your life. It's almost like I feel right now there has been this huge oppression that you've dealt with. There's been this huge oppression, shadow work that you've really been focused on. You've really been trying to overcome so much. And even if you're still struggling to overcome, I feel this vibe of like everything is going to end up working out. Now we have chemistry here, so you could be talking to someone. I feel it's more the energy of the cooking though. It's almost like I feel you are creating new like meals in your life, right? New fulfillment, new nourishment. It's almost like you are becoming the creator of your life. That is what is freeing you. And a lot of what has stopped this freedom in your life has been living to other people, maybe even in relationships, right? You have been really just holding yourself back to the point of allowing people to be more masculine than you, really like trying to force you to move in a certain path, in a certain direction, you know. And I almost feel it's like you're done with this energy. Now the Chariot always reminds me of Hades energy as well, so there's even this maybe protective father energy that is coming in for you, but also this energy of knowing your presence, right? Knowing the power that you hold. Like, what is your story is what I'm getting. You know, who are you? What meal do you want to make? And I feel like that is how you're going to start to even attract new partnerships. You know, I picked this for a reason. So it's either you want new partnerships, new people to meet, friendships, right? There is like so many things coming towards you. I even see like new ideas, new inspiration. Very big on the friendships as well though, like inner circle, soul tribe energy. You are bringing new things into your kitchen. Now there's something about your kitchen, maybe about scarcity as well. When we think of food, that can relate to money, business, you know, what we need in our lives as well. Look at your relationship with food, you know, that is always a big tell sign, where we can heal that very simply by looking at what we're consuming and, you know, how we handle food. Do you walk into a kitchen and say there's no food, right? It's almost like you're creating this new sanctuary for yourself, and opportunities are going to start to flow in. But I do see this vibe of balance as well. You know, it's almost like I'm not just gonna allow people to come into my life and tell me what I want, tell me how to act, how to move, how to love, but I'm also gonna be open to being balanced, from seeing all sides. Hades gives me a very like mature energy, right? Like seeing in a level-headed way, not being too serious, but also not like allowing cattiness and like stupid shit to rule over where we're moving to. And this is maybe the energy that you're bringing in, that you are going to find yourself really healing in a sense, right? And I see as soon as you really start to pour into what it is that you want as well, your feelings, I'm hearing, you're going to notice a lot of this root, a lot of this abundance. Some of you, the journey here, which is going to create more freedom, is literally moving house, or again, look at your kitchen. Maybe it's like needing to clean up the kitchen. But I also see this vibe, like I feel a bit blindsided, right? And I feel this vibe of the guides really like hiding away a lot of what is coming towards you, what is going to bring you a lot more freedom. It's like there are surprises in the mix here as well. So again, relationships where you have to learn to build new relationships with people, new boundaries. There are a lot of people, new people coming into so many of the collective's lives right now, where we are learning to reprogram through our boundaries, through actually like how to navigate friendships and relationships that actually fulfill us. I even see like maybe a bit of self-sabotage here as well, you know, being authentic and raw with yourself as well. I do see a lot of rosebuds as well, rose petals. There is something about, if you do work with Lilith, maybe honor her with rose petals, but also yourself, right? Because Lilith is very much about take care of yourself first. And you have answered the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So you know what, there is a big new beginning here. That is what the freedom is in your life. New beginnings, a lot of you know, I even hear like new ancestral lessons, which is always fun, right? But again, you are not alone. Like, you are not supposed to live this life alone. And maybe you've been making plans to again move out, or like you want more freedom, you want a space of your own, you want a new relationship. I see you parting from something, and it almost feels like I see this window, but I see a curtain in this window. And you know when like the window's open and you have a curtain and it blows? That's what I'm seeing in my vision. It's almost like I see you looking out this window and like expecting something to come in, or there's maybe even a fear of what is gonna come in, right? Because it feels like a night in my vision. But I feel like there is this vibe of putting your intention towards what you want to create, using your spiritual tools as well, prayer, again, like using like ancestors here to guide you. Let's see what else is coming in. You're creating a new life for yourself, though. I want you to know that even if you're not in the place that you're in, it reminds me of the last video I did. If you were the middle pile in my last video, my self-concept video, maybe you need to go and watch that. There is something about like the intention, like not being in the place that you want, but mirroring and bringing in that attraction, you know? So I do see, if there is anything that you feel like you are not getting, I almost get this 5 of Cups energy. Regretful, sadness, like you're feeling just like, you know, wishing, wanting, waiting for something to come in. Be careful of that, okay? Just remember your prayer. Remember that everything is going to change. Like, trust in that. Trust that everything is literally just a limitation, an illusion. And just because you're here one day doesn't mean you'll be here the next. Because there is something about like your crown, your legacy, the energy that you are going to hold, that you're really going to conquer. There is something about your self-worth, your heart, your self-assurance in yourself that is going to bring you the freedom, that is going to bring you the relationships. It's going to bring you to the right energies with the right people. And mermaids are very prominent here as well. I see like Ariel as well, so maybe there is significance in that Disney film. Maybe you need to go and watch it. There is something about, like, again, feeling restricted maybe to family. Maybe it's a father energy as well. You were really restricted. I feel like Hades just gave me the biggest that there is something about feeling very restricted when it comes to the masculine energy. When it comes to other people, you have felt always restricted, but I feel like you're reshaping what the masculine energy means to you. Again, a lot of like the people that have so-called done you wrong, you're going to be mastering that energy in a new way, not necessarily with those people, but a new representation. So like maybe if again you have this masculine wound, where does that translate to other masculines that you meet, to feeling safe, right? To the root energy as well. I do see your crown is really opening up here to new ideas. Trust and believe that you are really freeing a lot of the energy. The magician, you see, the power is literally in your hands. You are the creator. You are the alchemist. And I feel like Lilith is like opening my throat here a little bit. There is like, again, this like curtain that is being drawn back. You are going to see, if you haven't already, what is really oppressing and restricting you. I have my Alchemy of Lilith. If you want to book that, it's on sale right now. I can help you see what that is, what is oppressing you. But most importantly, it's about your self-expression. It is about what you want, right? How you want to create. I see like a lot of restriction either within the kitchen. So again, it could be like feminine energy as well. The mother wound, like I feel like pots and pans really clashing together, like energies clashing, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in just like whenever you want to create in career, there is always this like cleanup energy that I feel. It's almost like you have to clean up the mess. Not anymore. There is this equal balance coming in, and you know what it is. You have been giving your power to people, and you've been doing this like unconsciously, like through friendships. You always put other people before yourself. And now it's time to take back that power. It is time to say, no, I'm not just going to give you my power. That is what's going to create you freedom. It's by giving to yourself first, because everything that you have been doing has been draining you. You know, overworking, again, maybe like overeating, just like overindulgence in other people, in buying things. Like you give your power towards everything other than yourself. So I feel like what is going to create you more freedom right now is by trusting your own beliefs, your own talents. Pull from within rather than from out of you. Yes, it's good to consume good energy, but sometimes it's not what is on the outside, it is what's on the inside. And I see this green energy that is really enveloping you, that is really helping you heal through this process, through this emotional turmoil. I even see like the Eye of Horus here. There is a lot of protection around your femininity, around like your inner growth. And I see that you're really coming into connection when it comes to your body as well, when it comes to healing. When I think of the Egyptian deities, I instantly think healing, I think medicine, I think like how can we really heal in our own internal bodies. And this is what you are creating. So how is this going to translate? You are going to get a calling to do something. I see the 10 of Cups in my vision, so there is a lot of fulfillment coming in for you, okay? Let's take a look. The Queen of Wands, you see, you want to start a business, or you're an entrepreneur. You have something in your mind either, whether you're doing this now, whether it's going to be to come. This may be a prediction for you, but there is something about, like, I see the number 15, changes coming to your work, to the way that you show up. I see the freedom here that is actually going to make the most change is how you see yourself. It is the self-worth, the independence, letting go of codependency, but also honoring yourself and honoring, I need people as well. You're not supposed to do this alone. It is like your belief in everything that you've been through. And oftentimes when I think of the Queen of Wands, I feel she's very underestimated. Like, people don't understand what it means to be the Queen of Wands, what it means to really go through a lot of the turmoil, because oftentimes the Queen of Wands, you are very underestimated. You go through so many hardships, constantly learning yourself, having to use intention and magic, maybe not even having that physical support system, right? And the Queen of Wands is this very independent energy, but she's also a social butterfly, right? And it is this energy of finding balance between that. Where can you pull and give to yourself, create freedom for your own inner healing, and where do you need help elsewhere? You have the Five of Swords in reverse. There is a lot of healing taking place to what you are no longer wanting in your life. I see you moving away from a lot of this conflict, whether it be in relationships, whether it just be a collective of the things that you are healing, father wounds, like learning to really adapt and be yourself again, right? After being suppressed for so long, being oppressed by the energy, by people, always constantly having to be in survival mode even, right? You are freeing that and you're saying, fuck this. I deserve to heal. I deserve more. And it is that internal intention, right? Again, that internal voice, that internal wisdom that you are pouring on. So it's not necessarily just about finding forgiveness. It's about what is going to create you more freedom. Where do you want to align when it comes to people? The healing is great in the destruction, but what is next for you? That is what I feel Lilith is really calling on. It's about you now turning the tables, right? Turning your intention towards where you want to grow. And allowing yourself like freedom, joy, allowing yourself to really do the things that you thought that you could not. It comes from understanding yourself. I'm telling you, the Lovers was there. There is going to be a relationship coming in. And this person is not selfish. You are going to find yourself in a new relationship, like a divine counterpart, someone that understands you wholly. Okay, notice how they're both cooking, right? And I think that there is something so beautiful. Some of you have like grandparents here, or like passed over energies, maybe that like to cook, but there is something about just cooking together that is such a soulful thing, that is such a nourishing thing, right? To be able to feed each other. And it reminds me of that like spiritual picture of like a huge bowl, and they all have spoons and they're all feeding each other, and it's kind of like, should they be feeding each other, should they be feeding themselves? There is something so spiritually beautiful about your energy that is not only going to inspire yourself, but whatever it is, this entrepreneurship energy, like coaching, lifestyle, like choosing to help even others through your work, through your inspiration, that is gonna like give to others as well, right? It is this energy of not only just like feeding your counterpart, feeding yourself, but feeding others this love, being an embodiment for the next generation to come, should you choose to obtain that and do that. Again, the Four of Wands fell on the floor. Now, some of you, this means that there is an old foundation that you need to get rid of, because this was in reverse. There is an old foundation that you need to be releasing in order to gain this old freedom, whether it's leaving the current place that you're at right now, whether it's having to see what else is out there for you. Because oftentimes it is not what you need to let go of, but it's also like how you choose to see something different. I see like maybe you've been conflicted around your career path, or what is again next for you, like, does this person like me? You're conflicted about stuff like that. But it's not until you take a step back and you change your vision and see how you're loving, how you're viewing life, how you're viewing this next step, that you are going to be able to move forwards. And again, I see like you need to open your ears and listen to the next calling that is coming towards you. And this is something that I'm hearing them say that you are going to be able to do. It's more of like ancestral calling, right? I see again shamanism, the eagle, very powerful energy, okay? Animal spirits or spirit animals for some of you, if you are indigenous, maybe there is like a higher calling. Whenever I think of like indigenous people, I think about how beautiful they see signs and how they interpret energy around them as well. So there is something about interpreting that energy. You know, what is calling you? What is your soul telling you? Because I feel there is this unhappiness in a foundation. And it's almost like if you're unhappy, why would you keep building on that? So there is maybe a bit of a test here that you're burning. So we're going to get some advice here moving forwards. Yeah, a lot of the energy angel is about conquering this foundation when it comes to money, when it comes to abandonment, poverty, your faith. What it is everything that you think you're lacking, you need to look into, okay? So if you have dealt with a lot of this abandonment wound around a father energy, you should really look into how that is causing you restriction in your life. Is it causing you to walk away from things because you don't feel like you're good enough, or is it stopping you from embodying the energy that you want to become? Is it that you feel stuck in this scarcity? You feel like you're never cooking. Again, the energy is in food. It's in what is around you. How do you view how you're eating? You know, where does that struggle mentality, that lack mentality come from? Look into the energy, because once I started to do that, everything started to pour in for me, okay? And again, it's about letting go, having faith as well. Where are you controlling the energy? You see how her hand is kind of restricted here as well. It reminds me that you need to be willing to let go of something that you're controlling. I feel like this is more to do with just general change in direction. You know, trying to fight something that you don't need to fight. Just taking a second to be still. And honestly, I feel like you should sit in meditation, just open your ears, open to the energy, because you're going to hear the answer is what I'm hearing. And then notice how that is finally opening up. It is finally coming out. Some of you are musicians as well, magicians as well, okay? You are able to cultivate some type of new energy when you allow yourself to really process. And again, the cooking process. That is what's going to create freedom, allowing yourself to process, to really honor the steps in what it means to be you. Okay, I love you, pile one. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Pile two, you are the Two of Cups. So I did also pick an oracle card. You have attraction here. So first and most importantly, you're about to get new love, okay? Or there are new partnerships, new fulfillment that is coming in. It doesn't just have to be love. Let me preface that. But it's this embodiment of like fulfillment, coming together with something. Now, I feel this energy of you can't control this next big chapter, right? You can't control the energy that is coming towards you. This is something that is very divinely guided, and it is something that you've manifested. The Star card is here, right? It is something that is going to come in when you are emotionally ready. Maybe not even emotionally ready, when you are like really in your star energy, in the limelight. If you're choosing to do anything that really pushes you out the boat, social media, it is going to come when you feel focused on some kind of soul's purpose, some kind of destiny here. That is when that's going to come in. And it is only when you don't really see it, right? And notice how she's not the one like with her eyes really visible. She's like very, you know, hidden almost. It's almost like unexpected, but it's like good comfort, good energy. So right now I feel like you're really in a cleansing process. You are really shedding a lot of emotional ties that you have, either to people, but I also feel to your identity, your personality. I see this like rose, lotus flower. I'm seeing like purple roses just come out of you. Like it's almost like it's constantly changing, this flower. This is you. You are gaining new attraction in your life, new identity. You're going through massive shifts. I see Persephone's energy here today. I feel like there are a lot of different deities coming in today's video. So that's really beautiful. And it reminds me of the shape-shifting energy, right? And I see that you are becoming very comfortable when it comes to yourself, your body, your image. It's almost as if like you are becoming this star, like very comfortable in who you are emotionally. You are not controlled by these relationships. Now, I feel like right now there may be some type of relationship healing that you need to do or that you're going through. Maybe it's a past energy that you're still working through. Maybe it's just navigating love, like navigating the things that you're trying to manifest. But there is a lot of this beautiful energy that I feel like is transforming for you, right? And again, there could be, again, new love, but it's most importantly what you're attracting, right? You're in this very attractive star energy. You are really bringing a lot of what you want towards you. That is what's creating you more freedom, understanding yourself. But I do feel like there is a fear of intimacy here as well that you are going to be shedding very soon. When it comes to body image, your self-expression through maybe clothes, aesthetics, but also like learning to pull on that eternal energy. I feel like Lilith is really coming through now, and it's almost like she's saying like you are learning to embody this new version of yourself on the outside also, because I feel there is a fear of maybe relationships, or you haven't really maybe even sought this home comfort. Like this reminds me of home comfort, right? It reminds me also, now I'm looking at it very closely, like saying goodbye to someone. Some of you had a partner that passed away, or you had to let go of someone, whether it was early childhood, I'm hearing, could be like first love. There is someone, when it comes to relationships, again, it could be family passed over, someone that you really had to let go of. And I feel like it's something to do with when you were young, is what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing it's almost like this energy of like not really getting that fulfilling moment. As soon as you let go of this person, it almost felt like every relationship, every encounter that you had felt very lackluster. You lost something very important within yourself. Now, trigger warning for some of you, I am seeing this could be something to do with even your body and trauma, right? I'm not going to get too much into that because this is a YouTube video, but there is something about that loss of innocence, that loss of comfort, you know, maybe not even seeking that comfort at all in relationships with the people that you trusted, right? There's something about that coming in, but it is a new way of receiving that, because I feel you have been so alone for so long, right? Especially with these bats that are coming through. And this bat kind of reminds me of like a tear in the sky. It reminds me of like a crumbling of the sky. You know, it's almost like, even though when you're in your star energy, when you feel the most fulfilled, are you ever really fulfilled, or are you still dreaming for this star? It is this that you're looking for, this comfort, this fulfillment in what you do. And I think that you're realizing that as you move forwards and grow into this identity, you're understanding that it is not the person that I'm with, it is not what I'm creating, the recognition that I receive. It is how I feel inside, because it's like, even when I'm all healed and I'm all done, what do I have to show for that? that is the energy that is going to create you freedom. And it's not that you even have to go through this energy. I see it's almost like a turn of events, a ripple in the sky. You are breaking out of this energy of needing to be alone. And I feel like what is truly going to be an embodiment to you is opening to that. And I feel Lilith is really saying, like, it is just that understanding that is going to shift everything for you. It is that understanding that is going to create more freedom, because now you're realizing, I deserve more than the relationship that I'm in. I deserve more from this career. Like, every limitation in every type of way, like, I just see like the cosmos, right? And it's almost like I see this plane of light, and it's just like shooting in front of me. It's just like covering all, and it's almost like we're moving with this light. We're moving with this atmosphere, with this vibration. And some of you, I'm hearing maybe addictions. You were chasing a high, or highs in people. Maybe you used to do that. I think most importantly is more this just recognition of how much you've achieved, how much you've gone through, but also understanding that you need more. Okay, so we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. You see, I can't remember what deity that is. She's gone. Okay, I think that was Oshun, is it? I'm not too sure. Things are changing. Before you know it, the things that you have right now are going to be gone. I'm telling you. Okay, yes, you are shifting. The goddess Hecate is coming through as well. Or there is this embodiment of again, it's like everything that you know is not even everything that you know. It's like giving like very much spiritual awakening. It's giving like spiritual changes. You know, when you first start your spiritual awakening, for some of you maybe this is your spiritual awakening, but it's like when you like open up to like conspiracy theories, the universe, it's like I'm getting, even when you start watching crime shows and you can't stop, it's that energy. Like, you're realizing like being in this relationship is literally just temporary. Tomorrow I'm going to be somewhere else. And I see that your life is really going to change when it comes to your daily routine, when it comes to how you've like been living. Something is changing here to that. And I see, if you are someone that spends their time alone, or you never really get that dream energy, like I even feel someone saying like, I wish I had that dream, or looking at the stars, the sky, I wish. It's that energy, like your wish is about to come true. You're gonna find yourself with new people, traveling, to the point where it's like, I need some alone time, right? You're going to just like even find yourself in these new relationships. Just, you know, it's like I even see like family or someone hitting you up and being like, where the fuck are you at? But it's like, you're gone, you were gone. You weren't here when, you know, I was still, when I was doing nothing, and now I'm out living my life. This is the energy that is coming towards you. And there is either going to be an opportunity that comes in that you need to say yes to, or there is something that is just going to happen and you have no choice but to say yes. What did I say about that spiritual awakening? You're upgrading your gifts, your energy, your time. Again, you're going to find yourself in these relationships. And I see it's more of this exploration, right? Exploring your body, exploring who you are, you know. There is just this huge like tantric type energy that is even taking place over you. I'm seeing keys as well. Okay, keys to a place, keys to opportunities. I think that's the Seven of Swords that was there as well. I'm seeing like a bonfire, something that is happening in November or around that time where like fireworks go off, maybe like fireworks in general, 4th of July, right? I know that is a big date for some people when it comes to fireworks. there is just so much celebration, and I'm getting like Miley Cyrus. Some of you are going to be going to America, or there is like new travel to places, party in the USA. Like I'm getting that kind of thrill that you've been lacking. And I don't know if you remember when Party in the USA came out, but it was such a different type of energy. It was almost like this empowerment, this like freedom, liberation to just be yourself, exceed expectations. Like I'm seeing a bit of Britney Spears as well. There is that type of energy that is coming into your next chapter that is going to free you. Liberation in every type of way. And I can sit here and I can say, well, it's through a relationship, it's through career, but it's literally going to come from within. It's going to be just everything and anything, right? Some of you, there is something about either leaving a job here, a workplace, creating like a new workplace, like destruction of old things. I think that you're going to end something because you feel like it's not where you're at, right? It's not the vibe that you want. Okay, so take that how it means. And some of you, again, this is like working alone. You're going to build a team, you know, like a new things are going to change. Everything is not what it seems. 8 of Swords. Okay, you're going to free yourself from a lot of this oppression. I see, you know what it is? I see bills, or like even like subscriptions, right? You know how we like pay for Netflix, we pay for all these things on a monthly basis that we think we need, that we tell ourselves, oh, I like to watch this show or whatever, right? It's like something about that type of energy that I feel like you're freeing yourself from, whether it's work, a person, a mindset, subconscious blockages, right? Holding yourself back. It's like you're gonna have this switch where you're like, I don't want to pay this anymore. I don't want to do this. I don't want to struggle. And this is literally how my life started to change. Okay, very recently I said I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And it was only when I let go of that holding on, right? Holding on to a relationship, holding on to these things that we think we need, you know, that we need to pay, that we need to buy to fulfill us. It's almost like you're saying, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm changing. There is a change in habits, a change in the way that you're saving your money. You know, are you controlling your money all the time and not allowing yourself to truly live, to spend on what you want? And forgive me, I know like it's not as simple as that, but I feel like we're really moving into this place where it's like maybe it is. Maybe like all these boycotts are just spiritual messages, right? It's time for us to stop pouring into this old life. A lot of people are cutting ties with their old life and they don't even realize it. Okay, so the freedom. This is going to be a very slow process, okay? Or it's something that is going to happen over time. So I do see like some of you, be careful of going all guns blazing a little bit. Again, give yourself peace, time to master your energy. Again, there is something about like the emotional tie that you have to things, feeling emotionally imbalanced, right? The Queen of Cups, you see the Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like you are going to gain back this energy in your life. You've been giving your energy, your emotional energy to everything, to people, to this old person. You've been, I don't know, something about like this loss of relationship, okay? You have been feeding into that unconsciously, or you've been allowing people to have a hold over you, manipulating you even. And I see that you're going to gain back that energy. You're going to gain back that emotion. You're going to use your intuition and you're going to say, okay, this is my past now. I need to focus on what I need, what the people that are important to me need. I see a tornado here, right? This kind of reminds me of a tornado, right? If we didn't even see her face, it's kind of like, it's like everything around your home life, your emotional stability that you have now is changing. And you're testing this will. And I'm seeing a bit of Maleficent energy. I always get Maleficent from this deck. But it's like, you know in Maleficent where she goes to test fate and make a gift, right? She goes to put that curse on everyone, and I feel like this is what it is, right? When she put the curse on Aurora, it's almost like she changed fate, right? And this is what you're kind of doing, but it's about like where you're going to now put your energy, your money, your time. The Eight of Pentacles, you're going to start investing in a business, or you're going to start working towards something. I am having a vision of school here, or like learning something through a course. Okay, Alchemy of Lilith, go and book it. But there is something about you just putting your money to where things matter, putting your time, your energy, your light and empowerment towards that which is you. It's about you, right? Before, you were really holding back on being yourself, being this embodiment in relationships, dimming yourself because you thought, I had to dim myself. I had to be in this scarcity place. I had to build in shit that I didn't want to build in. You're realizing that and you're freeing yourself. It's going to be amazing. So go ahead and do it. Okay, the answer is yes. I love that for you. Okay, I love you, pile 2. I will see you in the next pile 3. You are the Queen of Swords. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. So I also pre-shuffled one of the oracle cards. Moving on. Listen, I've never had this card actually pull out in a video before, so it's like giving very new energy. Okay, this also reminds me of the Queen of Cups. I don't know why, it just does, but I want you to know that you're moving into new intuitive energy. Like, this is your energy, this is your vibe. Like, moving on, I'm doing what I want, freedom of expression, but it comes from your heart. It comes from a soft energy. Some of you, maybe if you're a feminine, you like the soft girl energy or era, right? The soft clothing, I can't remember what it's called, right? For others of you, you are like a very witchy or very intuitive. I just like get this a new vibe that is coming through you, right? And I feel that there is a relationship that you're moving on from, or there is circumstances. Like, I even feel like some of you are giving up a position, I'm hearing, not just like career wise, but I feel it's like you're like giving up an opportunity, either linked to a person or energetically. It's almost like you're willing to move on and sacrifice this for someone else. I just see you wanting something new, and I think it's this energy of like no longer feeling happy, right? The crumbling, it's like everything is coming crumbling down. And I even see maybe there is a feminine energy or family energy that has maybe kept you binded for a long time. I see the phoenix here as well, or like phoenix kind of energy that is like rising from you. And I think that you're really just choosing yourself. I feel there was a betrayal in a relationship as well, or there is someone that you just no longer felt guided towards. I don't know, something happened to your heart here, right? And it's almost like you're now choosing like this new spiritual heart, ascended heart. You're choosing that which is your truth, especially with the Queen of Swords. You were choosing to pull from your own wisdom. I'm even using like the intuitive goddess oracle or tarot, sorry, for your deck. And it's like you are really just like choosing yourself, like very heavy on that. So what is creating you new freedom is trusting the elements, trusting what you are creating, trusting the energy of magic, of stars, right? Freedom. Trusting that you're on the right path and that the universe is not guiding you in the wrong way. And it is this inner strength that you've pulled on yourself. And I do get a bit of this cold energy, especially with the Queen of Swords, right? But it's not that you're cold, it's that you're fucking done. You're done with whatever this energy was. And I channel so much here. Some of you, it's a relationship that ended, family, whatever, relationships in love. But I even see like catty friends, just catty ass energy from a feminine. Like, you are done with like the evil eye, the shit that just drains you. And it's almost like you're turning your head away. Some of you are dealing with a very catty mother-in-law. There is something around you now being that which you always were, right? You were always this embodiment of truth. And I think over the years, you have really grown into that. You've grown into the person that you are. I'm hearing, if you are a feminine, the woman that you are. It's like the energy that you are growing into who you want to be. And you're starting to embody that. And you're not allowing anything less than what you want and deserve. And it is your self-assurance in yourself and what that you want, right? What it is that you want to manifest, create, that you want to move towards, that is going to bring you everything that you want. Because it's you that is deciding today, I don't want this, I want this instead. And I feel this vibe of maybe there is people trying to take from this energy, trying to influence you to stay. But if the intuition don't align with that, don't trust it. Don't trust anything that goes against your intuition. Why would you? If something doesn't feel right, you don't want to do something, start making decisions for yourself. Stop allowing people to influence you, because there is someone here that maybe wants to take away this voice, that wants to pull you in comfortability, tell you that you're crazy, or, you know, try to even seduce you into staying with them. It's like this vibe of no. You are choosing your heart, and it is your heart that is fierce. It is your heart that knows the truth. And I know some people say, especially with the Queen of Swords, like, don't trust your heart, don't trust your mind, whatever. But it's like you are trusting your heart all the way. You're saying, no, I'm not doing this. I'm hearing like once a player, always a player. I'm seeing like some of you can see the slick ass shit that is happening around you as well. I see this like side-eye type of energy. And you're like, maybe you're letting it happen low-key, but it's like, I feel like you're ready to attack. It's giving like lioness energy, hugely, okay? So you have the energy of no. Again, I don't know if you want to make a move or you want to do something new. I'm not going to take those two cards. But there is something about you doing it anyway. I'm going to be so frank. So there may be something that you need to postpone. I do see this could be around words, or this could be around telling someone else something. When it comes to revealing what it is that you want, maybe a manifestation, a direction. Maybe also there is this, like, you need to do things guided by your intuition, right? I'm going to take this one. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So it's not that you're in the wrong path, right? Or that you should not take this new step. What I feel like the no is talking about is more like trusting your intuition before you do things. So it's like maybe this person is going to come back, or someone is going to try to influence you. Say no. Trust that intuition, right? Somebody trying to install fear into you, like you shouldn't quit your job, you shouldn't do that. Don't allow them to install fear into you, because you are facing again your true north. You're going on your soul's purpose to find your calling. You even want to start aligning yourself with new energies. You're going to go traveling. It is like big steps like that you're going to start to take. And even though the journey can be difficult, I want you to know it's going to be the best thing that you do, because I went through this energy, right? I went through this energy. I left something, even though everything around me was a fucking no. Like, don't do it. Stay secure. Stay in safety. But hadn't I have done that, I would not be in the position that I am today. So I want you to trust. And trust when your intuition sometimes tries to direct you towards your thoughts. Tries to come in like imposter syndrome. Tries to tell you you're on the wrong path. I want you to use your intuition like it's your fucking lifeline. Like it's a gift. Because it is. Your intuition is a gift here. And everything that you are creating is that which is going to bring you your power, right? Six of Pentacles. Now, what I'm noticing about you is that you have a lot of deity, devotion, a lot of people that are really helping you, right? Five of Wands, you see. There is maybe been conflict with people, family, like a lot of like having to really race, having to really fight, or like be in the middle of situations. Like I almost feel like I'm seeing all eyes are on you for a second. People were like throwing you shade, evil eye, or like even like you having to always be in survival mode to get what you want. You are now releasing that, and what is creating you new freedom is this flow. It is trusting yourself. You're going to notice the more that you trust yourself, the more like you are pointed in the right direction. And remember, sometimes our intuition isn't going to show us good shit. Sometimes it's going to guide us to leave people, right, to see the truth. You know what this is reminding me of, right? And people in management, people in higher power that aren't always who they say they are. Like it's giving that kind of energy, you know. And I think that maybe there was even a fear around a masculine energy, a father energy, around someone trying to always dictate you or trying to create this control in you. And I heard this the other day, right? If we were controlled, and that is the last thing that we want, why do we move forwards with control? Why do we try to dictate everything if we hate fucking control, if we hate being restricted? So it is letting go of these little things that are going to lead you towards better emotional fulfillment. You are going on this like healing retreat for some of you, or you're dedicating a lot of healing towards yourself. Like I see you either going to a retreat or doing some kind of therapy, shadow work. It's almost like you're going to start dedicating your energy towards that what matters. Your energy is going to go cold all of a sudden. You're going to cut people off, and it's going to create more freedom in your life. It may feel lonely for a little bit, okay? It may feel like I've like been taken out of a house of chaos and like into nothing, but you are going to become your own boss. You are going to become your own energy, your own leader. The moths are really going to bring out transformation for you. So I want you to think about your steps here in life, because every like decision that you make actively should be guided by your intuition. It should be guided by what you want. Again, doesn't matter about the circumstance. Do what you want, or what you feel is best. Because if you want better in your life, you can absolutely get it, right? But at what point are you going to let go of all the shit that you've been carrying? You are going to go through this emotional purging, this emotional release. The new moon in Pisces is tomorrow, I believe. There is just a lot of healing that is taking place, a lot of switch of energy. Like I'm seeing like you are changing energy, right? And I feel like Lilith is finally coming in for your pile. It's almost like this vibe of like you taking control back over your ideas, your intention. Again, the Ace of Swords is here, right? Everything about this sword, this wand, it doesn't matter what you use, right? But you're directing it towards what you want. You are using your spirituality as a gift. You're saying goodbye to this lack of growth, this lack of fulfillment. So what is the advice for you that is freeing you? In order to get your money to flow, or to get things to flow, remember that you have to look at what is blocking it in the first place. Remember, everything that you want more of in your life, follow that emotional lead, right? Follow where that is coming from. Because once you snap that of the past, you can finally begin again. You can start and create new. If you need help, my Alchemy of Lilith is link in bio. Five of Swords. It's almost like you're letting go of the conflict with people. You're done. Like I said, you're going to cut people off. You're going to cut people off. You're finding your strength. You're just doing it. You're going to start pulling on that ambition instead. You're going to start using and like putting your intention towards that of what you want to grow. Some of you are going to find forgiveness. It's okay if you don't, right? It is more the self-acceptance of moving forwards. You're going to start receiving apologies from people. Again, listen to your intuition. Where is that apology coming from? What is an apology without change? you're going to see this apology and you're saying no. And even when you are starting to grow, or you're starting to move into this flow of money, abundance, you're going to have people cropping back up. Well, can I sit on your throne? Let me add to your throne. No. No. Everything that you are creating is coming from yourself, from that which you've put in. And I feel Lilith is even saying, like, I don't know if there is maybe like I'm hearing like sugar daddy type energy, and I love that. And I think that there is such a liberation in that, in freedom, especially if you're a feminine energy. But I actually hear Lilith saying it's going to come from you. It's not going to come from sugar daddies, from people, from people like coming in and giving towards you. Some of you, this is what you're going to start to attract, and that is okay if you do, because again, Lilith is an embodiment, and oftentimes when we work with her, she's an embodiment of what we are trying to create, right? But I don't know, I just feel like it's going to come from you. It's almost like a big fuck you to everyone, right? Some of you are coming up with a book, a story. So we have the witch here as well. I'm telling you, there was someone trying to throw you shade is what I feel, right? Someone that was even trying to knock this intuition that you have. They're not going to be able to do that. So, last card. What is the freedom here? I am seeing rainbows. So big hope, optimism, 3 of Wands in reverse. Everything that you know that you have been growing is going to come to an end. It's going to destruct. Okay? Let it burn, let it drown, let it go. You think that whatever it is that you want is going to be your end or be all. It's going to be your end motivation, your end manifestation. It's not. You are choosing to let go in order to get more. You see, Spirit of Swords may as well be the Queen of Swords again. This energy is very intuitive. You work so well when you dictate the right energy towards you, right? When you trust in what it is that you want. So you need to revisit right now what you are abandoning, okay? Some of you are abandoning your morals, your own manifestations. For others, you are really going back to unfinished projects. There is a lot of the past that is going to manifest for you. People coming back. How are you going to move? This is the question. Pour into what brings you freedom. That is what's going to bring you freedom. I love and appreciate you, Pile 3. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one.